Hey guys, it's Kara. Sorry about the lack of videos there for a while. I was pretty sick. Anyway, I'm back today to do my what I wore this month video for November. I wore a lot of pads, and cups too. I guess I was just changing them more frequently than I normally would because I was stuck at home, sick, as I said. And if you were following my Facebook, I did vlog that whole period through my Facebook, so, I'll link that down below and you can check out that if you'd like to. I just basically posted a picture of whatever I was wearing, and then I updated whenever I changed, and I talked just a little bit about my period, so, yeah, this is what I wore. I'm going to start with liners, and I put everything in order from the shortest to the longest within that section. So my liners, I had a lot of pads that stained this cycle. It's because I was using a different stain, or like a different solution that I soak my pads in, and it apparently didn't work. So don't mind the stains, I'm not going to hide them or anything. But this is a Novel Red liner. This is Love Your Moon Time. This is a reversible flannel and cotton. Essence of Eve, another stain, sorry. This is organic bamboo velour, and it's hand-dyed in microfleece. This is a Sugar Monkeys, microfleece backed, and there's no core. This is an Millipad, and it's the Penelope. Lights, another Essence of Eve, same makeup, just in a light pad. And it's the same length as the liner, actually. This is the Girly Bits light. Regulars, or moderates. Period attire, 8-inch. It's a scrap pad, so it's all these different parts. And I believe these two are hand-dyed by her. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like it. She backs all of hers in microfleece now. This is another period attire pad. It's a witch pad, and it has a Halloween bat print, and again, microfleece. It's really, really bright, like safety green. And this one has PUL in it. The last one did not. Another Essence of Eve. This is a 9-inch moderate. Girly Bits, 9-inch. Again, Girly Bits 9-inch in a different print, and this one's stained, again. Well, not again, but it's another stain that I will need to treat. Sort out the stain pads quick. I fared pretty well with stains. They bother me, so I make sure I get them out, but they're pretty easy. Novel Red, 9.5-inch curvy style, and this is the WinPro fleece. Sugar Monkeys. It's supposed to be a 10-inch, but it's below 10 inches. It's a little bit over 9.5, I think. And I wasn't sure, I didn't remember if this was a moderate or a heavy, but when I used it, it measured up more to a moderate, so that's what I put it as in this video. Heavies. This is Precious Stars. This is the curved style, and all of hers say moderate to heavy. I would probably say this one is more of a moderate, and the other one is more like a heavy. And this is Bamboo Terry. I think it's a micro terry on the front, and it's PUL backed, and there's some type of artificial microfiber on the inside. It's not really that absorbent, but it works, and it's pretty thin. This is a Essence of Eve 9-inch heavy, and this one has PUL on the inside. This is the other style of the Precious Stars, and this one has a PUL laminated minky. It's on the top of the wings here and on the whole back of the pad, so it's kind of like the Trojasic Farms pads where it makes a whole pocket that kind of traps the fluid. And this is Bamboo Charcoal on the top. It's a really, really stay-dry fabric. I really liked it, but the only thing about stay-dry fabrics is that you can't really tell when your pad is full, unless you take it off and you can like feel how heavy it is. But definitely, if you're using it as a new pad, it's kind of hard to tell because it just soaks it in, so you can't really tell from where it's full to. So that was a little weird. Next is an Millipad, another one. This is the Athene. You can't really see the print. There you can. It's a Halloween print. And this fabric is kind of weird. It didn't really last. It's not flannel. But it just got kind of really, like, fuzzy. It just looks like it's really old. Like it's worn out. I don't know, it's not a huge deal, but it's not the same fabric as the other pads, so that's a little weird. Sorry about the background, by the way. I just put this up to cover up my bed so I could film upstairs because I was too tired to go downstairs. Up next are overnight pads, and they aren't all overnight pads, they're just the pads that I wore overnight. So I'll tell you if they aren't actually for overnight. This one is actually a light pad, and it's about 9 inches long, I think I remember. It's one that I made myself. It has a really high quality fleece back and flannel topped. And I don't know, I've talked a lot about this pad. I did not like the shape of it at all at first, but I really like it now, so I wear it a lot. That's another one that's stained. Put that in the stain pile. This is the third Precious Stars style. It's the overnight one, so it's again a PUL laminated minky, and this minky is really cool because it's like different heights, like down in the space where the flowers aren't, it's like super low pile, and at the top, the orange part of the flowers, it's a higher pile minky. It's really cool, and the whole top is the bamboo charcoal. Homestead Emporium Ulti Mini. It's 12 inches long, and it's their, like, ultimate absorbency. So, I don't really know what to say about this pad. I think it's PUL laminated microfleece on the back. It's really nice, and I don't remember what the core is, but the top is a hand-dyed organic bamboo velour, and I really like this color. I don't like pink, but this is more, it's more purpley, and it's almost like it glows. And I love the green and blue veining up here. It's so pretty. And she uses the smaller size of snaps. Just think that's something that's good to mention. And there's 2 snap settings. They both are pretty wide though. Just keep that in mind. Next up is this. It is a Novel Red 13-inch, and it's her heavy. I wore it as an overnight, and I'm not sure what the issue was, but I completely leaked through the back. I guess it wasn't leaking, but it did get on my underwear, and you could see the blood was like in the fabric, inside the back fabric. It's wool interlock. I have no idea what brand or type she used, but something was wrong, so I'll get back to her on that. But yeah, it did not work out. But other than that, the pad is great. It's really thin for a heavy and everything. Alright, this is a Artful Angelfish light pad. It's 13 inches. The last one was 13 inches as well, and the Precious Stars pad was 12. This is Winpro fleece backed, but I've had it for a really long time, so it got all this fuzziness attached to it. It's pretty easy to get off. I just haven't taken the time to. And I love this pad. This was one of the first pads I ever purchased myself. I purchased it deeply discounted because she was wanting people to test out her style. She uses a lot of flannel in her core, which I mentioned on my Facebook, which makes it super thin. So it's really thin, and flannel holds a lot, so I wore this overnight. And it's a light pad. The last one is an Amilapads Gaia. This is actually her postpartum pad, and I think it is just over 14 inches long. You can go on her site. Her measurements are really easy to find if you want to know for sure. And this is an Egyptian maca cotton topped, I believe. I don't really know how to pronounce that second word, but yeah, it's pretty wide. It has metal snaps, all the Amilapads do, and it has 2 snaps, which is different from her other pads. And the front and back are shaped a little bit differently, but you can turn it whichever way you'd want. And I was okay with this pad. It's definitely pretty wide though, so I might see about adding a couple extra snaps. Next up, I have this tampon from Some of This, Some of That. It worked out great. It held just a fine amount. I think it's just a regular tampon. It's not made to be extra light or made to be heavier. And it's an all-in-one shape, if you didn't notice. It doesn't roll up or anything. You just put it in how it is, wash it how it is, dry it how it is. And then I have 2 interlabial pads that I wore. These are just ones that I made myself. There are 3 layers of flannel each, no special backing or anything, just with a fake serge stitched up. And I wore 2 cups. I wore my Femme cup, which I got to work a lot better this cycle than when I tried it before, so I will be reviewing that very soon. And I used the Lily cup, the classic Lily cup, so I'll just show you what that looks like quick here. Just like that. It's an interesting cup, and I really, really liked it. And I'll show you the Femme cup too, just to be fair. Alright, that is everything I wore this month, and I didn't really have any particular loves or problems with anything, so just an average month, I guess. And there was 24 pads total, 2 cups, 2 interlabial pads, and 1 tampon, just for the totals of everything. So yeah, that's it. You can subscribe if you would like to keep up with my videos, and you can check out my Facebook if you'd like to. And that's it. Thanks for watching.